Hey Aries, it's Empress Rose here. Welcome to your reading. These are general readings. We're going to take what works, sleep what doesn't, as with everything else in life. And if we don't catch your wavelength or storyline on this one, go check your other major placements. I am going to do things a little bit different. I'm doing an experiment. We're going to do a more traditional tarot spread to start. And then we'll pull more cards on an extended version if this one makes sense to you and you'd like that. So I'll leave instructions in the comment section. So, all right. So we're working today with the Golden Tarot, and let's see. We've shuffled. We're gonna cut the deck. It's going to throw me off a little bit being out of my routine, but we're going to try. This is your past, your present, your inner landscape. What's the issue? Environment, to-do list, possible outcome. A couple queens here. A lot of queens, actually. And a lot of cups. So we're dealing, and wands. It's just cups and wands. We've got emotion and fire and air here. Emotion and a lot of emotion, intuition, creativity, that kind of thing. So in your recent past, we have Queen of Cups. We have someone, so the queens, since we have so many queens, we might as well review the queen energy here. Queen energy is internal. They are very focused on what they think, what they feel. It's the inner universe, the micro universe, instead of the macro universe. So they're internally focused. This is someone who knows how they feel. This might have been you. They usually represent an actual person. This might have been you. This might have been somebody else. They have a lot of feeling. These feelings, they've been exploring them. There's been some history of some deep emotions. They may have shared them. They might have been transparent about them. There might have been a few sort of icky things about it. There might have been a connection, a strong connection, a strong love. There might have been someone here who was trying to express their love. They definitely knew how they felt, right? I don't necessarily like to view the cups as pure love, as just love. I view the cups suit as very, as about emotions, all about emotion, all about feeling. And then in your current situation, we have Ace of Wands. So we have the beginning of inspired movement, maybe a creative project, intuition hitting. We have an intuition spark here. Here's our Ace of Wands. So we have a spark of intuition. It's actually like coming from a place where there's a lot more of that. There's a lot more of that intuition. You might have read something or seen something and it really sparked your imagination. So there's the sort of the beginning of something, which is our ace, the beginning, the moment that intention enters the world. So there is a beginning, and wands are going to be about inspiration, intuition, sexuality, possibly creativity, possibly. Those all kind of sit in the same area of our psyche. So we have the beginning of a new journey, a new trip. Sometimes we call this a new cycle. So it's not necessarily a whole new thing in your life. It's a new venture. It doesn't have to be like completely different and completely new. You might be familiar with it. And coming off this Queen of Cups, it might be an inspiration, a sudden inspiration about how you want to deal with this person here. It might have come out of this knowing exactly how you feel now, having some clarity on your feelings about something, and then seeing a way forward, seeing a way to move something forward and initiate something. So that feeling of initiation, or that knowing how to initiate something, has come in for you. In your hopes, your fears, your inner landscape, Knight of Cups, we have another person here, male or female. The Knights are about communication. So I'm starting to see this Queen of Cups has been you. You've been sort of exploring how you feel about something. You see an opportunity, you're feeling a little inspired to move forward with something. This Knight of Cups is hoping for some kind of communication, or with someone, thinking about someone, communicating with that person, hoping for communication, hoping for an offer, hoping for maybe a loving communication, messages of love and peace possibly, but also just talking about, you know, with the cups, or cups hold all emotions, not just love emotions. It's not, you know, we're not necessarily, although in the playing cards it is the suit of hearts, but it is what's in that heart. It's a cup, and that cup can hold anything from orange juice to, you know, gin. Like, it can hold a lot of things, to medicine, to ipecac, something that makes you barf. Like, it's a cup, it's a vessel. It's a vessel that's built and made to hold something liquid. So so you're hoping for some sort of emotional communication, either from somebody or to somebody. You're either hoping or fearing an emotional communication, emotional connection there. So we're going from the Queen of Wands, knowing how you feel, or someone knowing how they feel. No, I'm going to say it's knowing how you feel. Feeling inspired, feeling like you'd like to try something different, a new journey, a new way of doing something. And then hoping and fearing and thinking about communicating about that. You're thinking about communicating about what it is that you've been feeling, good or bad, or pleasant and lovely, or not so pleasant. What's at issue here is a Queen of Wands reverse. So this could be you, or this could be somebody else. This is someone who is outside of their intuition. They're not connecting with themselves. They're not connecting with what they truly want or what they truly feel. They maybe aren't feeling very creative. They may be having a crisis of confidence, not feeling like they know how to move in the world, not feeling like they know how to, or feeling like they don't know what they want. They might not know what they want. They might not be feeling very creative or imaginative. Possibly like not being able to see a solution to something, not being able to creatively problem solve. Someone that's just out of touch with their own, I want to say the universal creativity, the universal energy of creativity. So someone that's a little bit out of touch with that, and out of touch with themselves. And they could be experiencing some depression. They could be experiencing anxiety, right? Because anytime not anytime, but a lot of times when we're not listening to our own intuition, we have an experience of we're anxious, we're worried about something, because we're not able to kind of have a lot of confidence in ourselves and our own intuition in order to deal with whatever situation may arise. So there's someone here that's having a bit of a crisis of confidence, or depression, or a sense of just being out of touch with their own inner spark. In the environment, you have Four of Cups. So you have an offer and a refusal, or at least, you know, this one's refusing. Sometimes we have thoughtfully considering. Sometimes we have not even realizing. But this is an offer, and this one's like, yeah, you know, I've accepted this offer multiple times, and I think I'm done accepting your offer, you stupid little angel here. Like, or I've already had that. This might be a real offer coming in, and you've experienced similar things. So this can be an offer, a rejection, or serious consideration of an offer. And this offer, there's something about it that's a little bit different than other offers. There might be something about it. So to me, it's like an offer's coming in, seriously consider it. At least look at it. At least look into it. Maybe you're like, same old, same old. This is the way they always offer this, or this is what I always get, or this is how it always is. There's some sort of pattern here. And there might be an opportunity to break it, or it might be the same as it's always been. So there might be an opportunity in your environment to break out of a pattern, break out of a routine, because you don't like the routine that's been established. So there might be an offer to either break out of it, might end up being the same old. But this card feels like it might be worth it to seriously consider. You're not going to want to, but at least consider it. Oh yeah. Yep, there's an offer here. And then your to-do list is Seven of Cups. Serious is considering your options. You're going to have options of what to do and how to deal with something. So One of them might seem a little more clear, a little more obvious to you, a little more inspired, but it's important. This, to me, this is like really consider your options. I feel like we've even got these like two little debate teams. We've got a pro, we've got a con. They're going to debate which of these cups is the best cup. So this is a bit of your intuition may want to guide you. I mean, you're feeling really guided by your intuition right now, but this is also, and your intuition may be saying, no, not this. But this is definitely, and you can, in the end, at the end of the day, we do our pro-con lists, we do our spreadsheets, we analyze it all. But at the end of the day, we kind of need to go with our intuition. But this whole reading here with you having some sort of intuition here, there might be some sort of offer. This is like, thoughtfully consider each offer, you know, create your spreadsheets, your flows, your really debate the offers. This is bringing, it's a cups, so it's emotional, but we're also bringing some sort of intellectual rubric to the emotional decisions that we have to make. There's some options, there's an emotional choice that needs to be made. Your intuition definitely needs to be part of the rubric, right? And how you're feeling. But this is like, okay, just do the pro-con list. You might end up throwing it out in the end, especially if you're not feeling, there might be something inspired here, but you may not be necessarily feeling like that's the right choice, even though it might call to you. So this is like thoughtfully, intellectually consider an emotional decision. It may be overwhelming. You may have options. There may be multiple offers. One of them is going to be a good one. Possible outcome here, we have another queen. So we have like 4 people here. It's a really interesting reading. There's like a lot of people involved, and there's also a lot of emotion and intuition and not intuition involved. So this one's not experiencing intuition. If you're feeling disconnected from an option, disconnected from the choices in front of you, do a pro-con list, because there is something here that is the new beginning for you. So here we have Queen of Swords is where we're possibly going. This is someone who knows what they think. They can come off as a little bitchy, a little direct, but that's just because they're very focused on what they think about the situation. There are times and places. So this is a lot of clarity and being able to communicate that clarity of what you want. So this queen that doesn't know what she wants is kind of confused, out of her intuition, maybe feeling a little listless. We could be writing this. Your pro-con list might just focus your attention and focus your mind on what it is you actually want and what it is you actually need out of the situation, in an ability and a way to communicate it, right? You've been thinking about communicating your feelings, and this is not necessarily that you need to communicate. With this Queen of Swords, you're communicating clearly what you want. This Knight of Swords is about communication. The Knights are about communication, and the Swords are about communication as well. So you're thinking about communicating something, and this pro-con list, sorting out what you feel and what you want, can bring you to this place where you are this person, or you'll be dealing with a person who's going to be very direct. They know what they want. When dealing with someone else who knows what they want, you need to know what you want too. Otherwise, you'll just get railroaded. So you've got to figure out what you want and bring that to the table, and a lot of clarity, communication, and understanding clearly what you want, and communicating it directly and clearly. You don't have to be brutal about it, but the clarity is the main thing. So if we're pussyfooting around and couching all our terms, we may lose something in clarity. So that's one thing about the Queen of Swords is the clarity is the main point. There's a point. It's very clear. It's at the tip of her sword, and that's the main goal here is clarity. So, all right. I hope that was helpful for you. And let's see about this extended, working with other cards and other decks, and seeing if we can understand this message a little more and what we can find here.